Hello, family. Today we will talk about the experience of Adullam, or finding strength in the cave. Imagine this: a young shepherd boy, David, anointed to be king, now fleeing for his life. His once bright future seems shattered. He finds himself in the cave of Adullam, a dark and lonely place, far removed from the glory of the palace. It is here, in this seemingly forsaken space, that we learn profound lessons about faith, purpose, and God's redemptive power. The Adullam experience is not just David's story. It's a pattern that resonates with many of us. It's the season of isolation, uncertainty, and brokenness, where dream seems deferred and strength is tested. But the cave is not just a place of despair, it is a crucible for transformation. Number one, the cave is a place of restoration. In the silence of Adullam, David was stripped of distractions. He had time to reflect, to face his fears, and to reconnect with God. When life forces us into our own caves, it's often a divine invitation to pause and realign. What burdens have you been carrying that you now have space to lay at God's feet? What dreams need refining? Sometimes God uses the quiet of the cave to speak truths that are drowned out by the noise of the world. Number two, the cave is a gathering place for the broken. When you look at 1 Samuel chapter 22 verse 2, it tells us that David's cave became a refuge for those in distress, debt, and discontentment. What a surprising turn. David himself, broken, became a leader for the broken. Your Adullam experience may feel isolating, but you are not alone. God often brings people into our lives during these seasons to grow together. Just as David turned misfits into mighty men, your cave can become a place where your relationships are deepened and transformations begin, not just for you, but for others. Number three, the cave is training ground. It's a training ground. David didn't leave Adullam the same man who entered it. Through prayer, worship, and dependence on God, he was prepared for the battles and blessings ahead. Your struggles in the cave are not wasted. God is shaping you for what's next. The pain, the waiting, and the perseverance are tools in the hand of the master potter. Every moment is preparation for the throne he has promised. Number four, the cave is temporary. It's important to remember that the cave is not the end of the story. For David, it was a passage, not a destination. From Adullam, he went on to conquer giants, rule nations, and fulfill his God-given purpose. In your own life, the Adullam experience may feel endless, but it's a chapter, not the book. God is faithful to lead you out in his perfect timing, stronger and more equipped than before. A call to hope. As you navigate your Adullam, remember this. Number one, you are not abandoned. God's presence is with you in the cave. Number two, you are not forgotten. His plans for you remain intact. Number three, you are being prepared. The challenge you face now will equip you for greater victories. When you emerge from your Adullam, you'll carry a testimony that inspires others, a faith that has been refined, and a heart ready to embrace your destiny. Let the cave teach you, refine you, and prepare you. Like David, you will discover that even the darkest places, God's light shines bright. Though I walk in the midst of the trouble, you preserve my life. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With your right hand, you save me. The Adullam experience is not your defeat, it's the womb of your destiny. Embrace it, for it leads to the fulfillment of God's promises.